Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dimitri Cinema. I'm your host with the most, and today is going to be a real short one. I just wanted to get up here and talk a little bit about Beverly Hills Cop for Axel Foley. It's starring on Netflix on July 5th. I think this is going to be a good one. This is probably the first movie that I'll talk about on here that I think is going to be a blockbuster hit. I've seen the trailer twice. You know, the most I could tell you about the movie is Axel returns to uh, Beverly Hills concerning a call from Billy, who he used to work with, and with the police force. And Billy's in trouble, so Axel gets in a little trouble going up there in the meantime, and has to get bailed out by his daughter, who's a resident in Beverly Hills. They did a series. I'm gonna stop right here real quick, and they tried to do a series of Beverly Hills Cop TV show that was gonna go on NBC, but it didn't work out. They backed out of the project due to things with Eddie Murphy and the director or whatever. You could see some of the clips of, because they had did the first season, the first episode. You can see some of the work that was done between him, because it was supposed to be about his son, Axel Foley's son, joined the Beverly Hills Police Department, and Axel was in and out helping him out, do certain cases that he's supposed to resolve or whatever. That didn't work out. They were going to do that. I seen some of the clips or whatever. I'm probably glad they didn't do that. But so now they're trying to revise this whole project, bring Axel back. They didn't like what happened with Beverly Hills Cop 3. It didn't turn out a success as 1 and 2 did. They had certain stories, they had different writers that was doing like different stories for the movie. And they didn't they didn't come up with one to the very end, and the one that they came up with actually to me ended up being the worst. At one point, the first, I think it was the very first one was supposed to be Axel and Taggart and Billy go after um, their captain Bogomil gets kidnapped, and they have to go to London to do it. So to me, that would have been a little bit awkward because now you're going out of Beverly Hills and then you're doing it in London. It's like, you know, it ain't like Rush Hour where it could be either one. It could be in L.A. or it could be in Tokyo, Japan, whatever. You know what I mean? Because the movie is Rush Hour. It's just based on, you know, this is Beverly Hills Cop. So everything to me needs to be in Beverly Hills. That's the way. That's what I feel. That didn't work out. Then they had another one where Billy, I think Billy gets in trouble, and Axel and Taggart got to go help him in London. Then they had one where it was um, Paul Reiser, because he's in 1 and 2. He's like he works with the police force too. He's like Axel's Axel's like assistant, I call it, but he's not. He's just, he's up Axel's butt about things that Axel are doing or whatever. He wants to be like Axel. He wants to be big on the force. He wants to help Axel out, go on the cover and all that. Well, apparently he's high up with the Detroit Police Department this time, and they had everything was supposed to be like London, and I'm like, what? They go to London to go help, to go rescue him, or no, he gets killed, and the person that kills him, they go track down in London, and it's the whole. Anyway, they had different stories, and the one that they could come up with that they felt like the world would love was the one where Axel goes back to Beverly Hills, Taggart's retired, Billy is like the captain, he's over the whole police force, he's like the head honcho, and the whole case is in concerning around Wonder World amusement park. That it didn't get a lot of the critics wasn't big on that. That one didn't work out. I wasn't big on that. I mean, I was happy to see Eddie Murphy back in another Beverly Hills Cop, but it was like, no, no. But yeah. So this one is he comes to he's back in, like I said, he's back in Beverly Hills. His daughter gets involved a little bit, and he calls for Taggart's help to go save Billy because he gets a ball call from Billy. And Billy's in trouble. Then he's also working with other cops on the police force, sort of like how Bad Boys end up being when Will Smith had to work with the other guys and Ryder, Bad Boys for Life. He had to work with the other force because Martin apparently retired, so he was kind of on his own with that, and he ended up working with these younger people, younger team or whatever. To Martin finally comes back in after the captain gets killed, so it's sort of like that a little bit, but it's Eddie Murphy. This Eddie Murphy. He's going. This is Axel. He's gonna find a way to be with Billy and Taggart. So this movie, from what I've seen, and I hate just going off a trailer. From what I've seen and what I didn't read, it looks really explosive. Like a lot of energy with this film, a lot of explosiveness, a lot of impact, a lot of you know the energy is big, like a Michael Bay movie. This movie looks like Michael Bay directed, like he did with the 1 and 2 Bad Boys. Like this looks like it's gonna be a part of my French kick ass um Beverly Hills Cop movie. And here's the thing. Beverly Hills Cop 4 and Bad Boys 4 are both coming out this summer at the same time. So Bad Boys look a little got a little bit of action with it. You see it looks like it's going to be better than the last one. Will Smith and Martin on the run. But your competition now is Beverly Hills Cop for Axel Foley, which is appearing on Netflix. I think it's going to beat Bad Boys. I think it's going to be a better movie from what I'm seeing, looking at. And I'm getting more into details. I'm hearing, more research on the script and what's going on. But from what I see, and I know you don't go off trailers, and I know you don't go off, especially fast trailers. They put a second one out. I'm going off the second trailer, not the first one. I think this got enough potential to beat Bad Boys 4. To me, it looks more either on the same level or just a little bit more explosive, more action than Bad Boys 4. Now, I could be wrong. Dun, 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 dun. But I can also be right. So y'all go back and watch the trailer, the second trailer, not the first. Well, watch the first trailer and then you watch the second because they got both of them on YouTube. And you tell me what you think about it, or what do you think it's going to be better than Bad Boys 4 just off the trailer? None of us know, but your reaction to it, your feelings for it, watch it twice. Watch the second trailer twice before you give it thought. Give it a little time, let it sink in, and then you watch Bad Boys 4 trailer twice. And you tell me just off. I know there's a lot of stuff. They can't put everything into the trailer. You know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna be like the whole movie's in one trailer. Some movies do that, but Go back and watch it, and you tell me what you think about it, and you tell me if you feel like one's gonna be better than the other. Because at this point, I'm kind of trying to do a Bad Boys 4 versus Axel Foley, Beverly Hills Cop 4. I'm on the Beverly Hills Cop side. You know, I believe in Eddie Murphy. He's my favorite comedian of all time. Love his movies, 48 Hours, Another 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop 2. I wasn't too cool with 3, but it ain't Eddie Murphy's fault. Eddie Murphy's still Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean? And I'm a Bad Boys fan too. 1, 2, 3 was okay. I'm excited for this next one. But I know Eddie Murphy could definitely pull it through. If I had to count on Eddie Murphy or Will Smith and Martin, even though I'm a big Martin fan, he's like my second favorite comedian of all time. I think Eddie Murphy could pull through and carry a movie if his life depended on it more than Martin and Will Smith, and that's what them two together. Back in the day, Martin could carry a movie, but now he's he's been out of spotlight as much. He's not doing a lot of movies like he used to do. You know what I mean? So he's not the high energy Martin no more. He's on calm down. He had daughters. He gained weight. He's a little bit calm. Eddie Murphy calmed down too. Don't get me wrong. He ain't the high energy Eddie Murphy either. But they both are great. But I just my trust is in Eddie Murphy. I grew up on Eddie Murphy. Like I laugh at Eddie Murphy movies every time I watch it. I can watch Raw and Delirious to this day and laugh as if I just saw it. And Martin, I came up on the Martin Lawrence show. I think it's just the best TV show of all time, comedy show of all time. Of all time. That's me. That's me. But when it comes to movies, I think Eddie Murphy, even though he's been in these Haunted Mansion, Professor Clump era type stuff, I think he can slide under the carpet right back into the 80s Eddie Murphy if he had to, if he really wanted to. You know what I mean? A lot of comedians, they change their comedy up. Where they start off hungry, so they give you, boom, a lot. They give you their all. And then once they start making money, they change up. And that's what rappers do. They change up and they go from here, slowly within the years, they go all the way down. And a lot of us don't, as fans, don't like that because we want the originated. They want the beginning, the young Eddie Murphy, young Martin Lawrence. We want that to go all the way to the end of their career. But it don't work like that. A lot of them, they slow down. They get older, they slow down, they try different stuff with their comedy, and it's not the same anymore. Now, I'm not saying they can't go back to what they used to be, but sometimes I feel like they stayed away from it so long, they don't know. So, I think this is I'm hyped for. I'm actually more hyped for Beverly Hills Cop than I am for Bad Boys. I feel like Eddie got with them and said, "Let's make this right," whether it's on Netflix or not, or in the go straight to. I wish it goes straight to theater. I'm old school, but Netflix is taking over, so Netflix could win this battle with Columbia Pictures and Bad Boys. Like this could be a better movie. This has the potential to be a better movie. This has the energy to be a better movie. So, with that being said, y'all check out the Bad Boys Ride or Die trailer and tell me what you think about it. I mean, not Bad Boys. At Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley. Got Bad Boys stuck in my mind. Beverly Hills Cop for Axel Foley, and y'all tell me what y'all think about. But also check out Bad Boys 2, like I said, and compare them, and y'all tell me what you think in the comparison, and also tell me what you think about Axel Foley, Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley. So, all right, y'all have a good rest of your night, weekend, and I will see y'all next week. Can't tell you what I'm gonna talk about, but you'll see it. All right, y'all have a good one.